Hi everybody, welcome inside the CrossFit Update Studios. I'm Sean Woodland with Annie Sakamoto and Pat Sherwood, breaking down all the top stories that came out of 18.1 on the women's side of things. And for the second straight year, we start with a workout in 18.1 that wasn't overly technical, just really was one where you had to put your head down and just do work.
And as well we should. I mean, all the open workouts need to be relatively participatory because of the size of, we have over 400,000 people competing. But the first one, for sure, you want to welcome people aboard, make them feel comfy and cozy, not have it be too crazy. And so this one, don't get me wrong, toes to bar are tough for a lot of people, but generally speaking, the low of complexity was kind of low. So a great start.
Yeah, at our affiliate, we had a lot of people that were kind of on the fence. Am I going to compete? Am I not? This was a perfect way. And in fact, a lot of those folks even went RX, which was a great way to start the season.
Well, we started the season in Brazil for the first time ever, an open announcement in South America. Sam Briggs posted the best score that night, and she wound up with the best score when it was all said and done. 452 reps, beats Annie Thorisdottir by 24 reps. Kristen Holta, who was also part of that open announcement, ties with Laura Horvath for third. And a lot of familiar names there in the top 10. But look, we know that Sam Briggs is a machine, but why especially does she do so well in the open?
I think Sam Briggs not only has a willingness to just grind it out and be in the pain cave, that's where she thrives. The harder it is, the more just disgusting it is, the better she feels.
She's a unique athlete. She's one of a kind. She's somebody that when she's done competing, we're going to continue talking about her forever and ever. And, we mentioned this, before the show kicked off when we were watching the 18.1 live announcement during the warm-up, not even the workout. Sam Briggs was overhead squatting a dumbbell, super tight grip. That's not how she used to move. You pair that with her saying that she also had a full year of uninterrupted injury-free training.
Right.
I mean, 2018 is going to be great for Sam.
And this is just to give you an idea of how dominant she is in the open. That was her 10th career open event win. No one is really even close to that. Josh Bridges and Rich Froning are close on the men's side with 6, and then Kristen Clever, the closest female, with 6. And then Ben Smith has 4 career open event wins. So Sam Briggs just dominant in the open competition. Pat, you mentioned that we have more than 400,000 people competing this year, and it seems that even more than we've had in the past, the people that joined the open in the past have been, they're new to CrossFit. This might be their first time that they're competing. Not so much the case now. I mean, we're getting some really good athletes who are making their very first appearance on the leaderboard.
Man, we say this, I mean, the average level of fitness is just raising and raising. The net that we're casting is getting larger. It's just my gut feeling that 5 years ago, new people that signed up for the open were probably coming from the regular fitness world that I did, chest and tries, back and buys, and so I didn't really shake up the leaderboard, not that I do now. But now in 2018, I mean, you've got CrossFit kids that have been doing it for 5 to 7 years. Now they're, in adult age, they sign up for the RX division, and all of a sudden these people are coming in, they're new to the open in that division, but they're not new to CrossFit.
Well, I think we're also seeing a lot of people who probably have some past competitive career at a high level, be that gymnastics, track and field, football, whatever it may be. They're obviously intrigued by the whole CrossFit thing, so they're coming in with a level of fitness and an experience in competition that, again, 5 years ago we weren't seeing.
It's only week 1, so we don't really want to get ahead of ourselves here and label anybody as being on the bubble, but there were some athletes who did not have the start that they were looking for in 18.1. Here are a few of the notable names. We have Tia Toomey, 33rd in Australia. She'd be on the outside looking in when it comes to regionals right now, but again, a lot of time left. Chrissy Aramo, Reagan Huckabee, 45th in the West Coast, Turi Helgadottir, 53rd Europe North, and Carly Fuhrer on that list as well. A lot needs to shake out, but it seems that now more than ever, athletes really have to game the leaderboard, and the days of just, I'm going to do it one and done, are far behind us.
I'd like to say that, even in this season, I was like, one and done. And sure enough, first week, low skill.
That plan's out the window.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it is the time of redos. If you want to qualify, be it for regionals or even just the age qualifiers, it's a redo. You have to pretty much bank on it.
You have to. It was that badge of honor even a couple years ago that some athletes, it was one and done, and not only one and done, but I post my score, put it out there, and hey, chase me if you want. There's still some people doing that, but the pool is dwindling. I mean, Director of the Games, Dave Castro, through the qualification process has made it even more challenging to get to regionals. The Open is so important. Why not give yourself every advantage as an athlete?
We've gone over the best scores for the individual division. Let's take a look at the best scores for the age groups. And Sam Briggs shows up on this list again, as she, remember, is in that 35 to 39-year-old Masters division. She has the best score for that. In the teenagers, it's Darby Stoltz and Haley Adams. And how about Stephanie Waugh in your age category, Annie, who wins that category
Thanks,
and
boys.
38th in the world. So after week number 1, when you take all this into account, who really caught your eye here?
I'm a big fan right now of Annie Thorisdottir, which is easy to be, okay? Low-hanging fruit. You look at her credentials, they're out of control. But I had the opportunity to do a podcast with her, and she was very open and honest that a few years ago when Murph came up to the games and it just hit her like a ton of bricks, she had to withdraw from the competition, unheard of. The next year, she came back, Murph reared his ugly head again, and while she did it and completed it, she didn't believe in herself. Last year, we saw the old Annie come back. She gets on the podium, and now she said she's finally, head's feeling good, body's feeling good, and she's hitting PRs. So I think 2018 looks fantastic for Annie Thorisdottir.
Well, and as you brought up, Stephanie Waugh definitely caught my eye. She is a lady who last year actually finished 41st worldwide.
Not bad.
Not too bad. As a 35 to 39-year-old
competed at
master.
regionals, too.
She competed at regionals, and then she actually won the 35 to 39-year-old division at the games. Somebody let her into my division. She, like you said, she finished 38th worldwide on 18.1. She had 406 repetitions. Yeah, I mean, just to be anywhere in the top 50 worldwide at 40 years old, not bad.
People in our age group are not supposed to. I can't even fathom what that would be like to be able to perform at that level at this age.
Somebody didn't give her the memo.
Yeah.
No, science fiction.
You got to get on the same page as everybody else. 18.2 is right around the corner. We're going to do the live announcement all over again. This week, we are right outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at CrossFit Raw. 2 of the top men from the games last year, Patrick Vellner, who finished 3rd in back-to-back years, taking on Noah Olson. That's this Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific time. You can watch it on the CrossFit Games Facebook page or on games.crossfit.com. That is going to do it for us for today. For Pat Sherwood and Annie Sakamoto, I'm Sean Woodland. We'll be back tomorrow. Tommy Marquez will be on the desk with us as we break down the top stories for the men.